What's going on, bros? So it's finally time to start installing the engine back in the Z. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I got my buddy Justin coming over and we're going to try to get the engine back in the Z. So once he gets here, we'll get going on that. Alright guys, it's a couple days later. As you saw from the video, we got the engine back in the car, as you can see here. So all I'm going to do now is just reverse everything I did before, connect all the hoses, connect all the plugs back up, and fill it back with fluids because I drained most of the fluids out, and then we'll get it going. So I'm going to do a quick time lapse of all that happening because it's just the reverse. If you need to find out how everything goes, just watch my video taking the engine out, and that should tell you where everything goes back because it's just the reverse of that video. So we're going to get started putting this back in. One tip I have for putting the engine back in is put the transmission in gear. That way you could turn the crank right here with a wrench and line up the input shaft to the transmission and the inside the engine, because that part's a little tricky. So if you put the transmission in gear, it won't be able to spin at all. So if you use the wrench on that crank gear, then you'll be able to rotate it until you feel it line up, and that's when you can push the engine back in. It's definitely kind of difficult to put the engine back in the car because there's such little space to work with. It took us about maybe an hour and a half of just wiggling it around and trying to jack the transmission up and lower the engine and back and forth, but we were finally able to get it, and now it's all in. Just need to bolt the transmission back to the engine, bolt the engine mounts back up, reconnect all the plugs, fill it with fluid, and then we're good to go. Alright guys, so I'm kind of nervous. This is going to be the first start of the Z. Let's see if everything went according to plan and she starts right up. Alright guys, she's alive. First start, running pretty well so far. No problems with the new engine that I can see so far, no leaks. So I'm gonna go ahead and check this out for a little bit and then I'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, as you can see, she starts, she runs. Sounds pretty good, needs to get a little bit of oil through the system, and then she'll probably stop making all kinds of the ticking noises and everything. It's been a little while since this engine has been running and had oil in it. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff on the Z. Now that it's running, we're going to get it ready to start driving. So we'll keep you guys up to date with that. So have a good one.
You got